I mean, I am now. Like, they
Now,
always keep telling me that some of our destinations have errors, but then, like, when I pull it up or if I go look at it or something, I don't know what the destination would be that has the error. So I'm very confused about that. I want to get that fixed as soon as I possibly can, and it might just be reconnecting the platforms, I suppose.
uh-huh.
I'm gonna figure it out. I am. All right. So, good evening and welcome to the Immersive Experience, a podcast about you, for you, from you. I'm your guide, Desi Lou, and tonight we talk about the paralysis within understanding learned helplessness. Now, I said this to a lot of people, and a lot of people kept telling me, like, I don't think I have that. So, like, I don't think I've ever did that. And I'm like, I said, that's interesting. I feel like we've all practiced it in some form. So, like, I definitely think this is just going to be an interesting topic. It'll just be something to really delve into, and it's another tool to utilize to basically see how you moving within yourself, to check yourself, to see if you is got some places where you done practice some learned helplessness. You understand what I'm saying? What's keeping you from moving? You feel me? So what is and before I go any further, I'll be ready to hop into some shit. But China, you want to introduce yourself?
Sure, why not? It's the girl
Ooh.
China V. I'm back in the building again. I think I missed y'all the last time, but I hope you guys caught my good little one-on-one I did with Desilu on Sunday. But I'm just grateful to be back in the building. Don't forget to go shop at Valet 8587 for the good body butters. And you can find me
Okay.
on Facebook and on IG. China, Victoria, China, one of them, y'all. It's one of them.
One of
Anyway,
them.
holla at your girl. Period.
Okay, thank you so much for hopping on. And you ain't missed no podcast. Um, the last one before this was episode about self worth, and it was pre recorded. What's up, Nehemiah? How you feeling? How you feel? Always check in with me, love. So glad to see you. I'm always happy to see you when you show up. So chat with us. I'm ready. Nehemiah, I want you to tell me about, like, what you think learned helplessness is. That's what I want to ask y'all first. I want to ask you what you think learned helplessness is, and then I will give you the definition that I found. China?
Oh, you want me to? Oh, I thought you was asking one of the little commenters down there. I
Uh,
think
learned helplessness.
learned helplessness is basically something that you are. I think it's basically something that you are like you can do, but you kind of use other things as a crutch
Mhm.
to basically get things done. Like not necessarily saying that you use people, but if you could use somebody, you would. Or basically somebody that gives up so easily because they learned how to just throw in the towel, just throw it in.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like that. Nehemiah said, learn what? I have no idea what that is. Hey, I feel you. And it's cool because most of us don't. So don't worry about it, love.
Right.
Everybody don't. We don't all have the answers, but here on the immersive experience, actually, I do. So,
Or at least we're
so,
gonna get to it.
huh?
Or at least we're gonna get to it. We're gonna try to figure it out.
We gonna get close enough. I got you. Honest accountability.
Ah,
What's up, love?
are we
Yo,
both
yo,
in the car?
How you feeling? How you feel?
I'm good. Can't complain.
All right, all right, all right.
That's
Just car
what's
talk
up.
today. No, looking
It's
ass.
it's right. It's the meatless panel today.
Conversations, cars. Hey, Mr. Accountability. You want to introduce yourself, love, before we get started?
Y'all know, same old, same old. Just here to, you know what I'm saying, spread some love and a little bit of help for those that need it, as well as myself.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming here. I appreciate you all for coming and sharing your perspectives with us, actually. So it is
No
much appreciated.
problem.
Hey, you feel me? So, Mr. Accountability, they just answered the question of what they believe learned helplessness is. So I would like to ask you, what is learned helplessness to you?
You said learn
Yes, sir.
helplessness. In what way are you asking the question?
In your mind, for somebody says to you for the first time, what is learned helplessness? What is your definition of learned helplessness with no context? Just based off the word.
Basically, like somebody that's
Based off just the
unable
word?
to do something.
Just based off the words that's there. What you think it is. And China, you can't tell him nothing. I told him without no context.
Oh, sorry, sorry.
I mean, if I had to, based on the words that's there, or based off the words you just said,
Mhm.
learn
He cut out.
no,
Yeah.
that sounds weird. It sounds
It sounds weird.
it sounds like anything that it sounds like anything that really
Huh?
yeah, I can really explain honestly
Your
speaking.
sound breaking up a little bit.
It is breaking up a little.
Hold on, let me tell y'all right. I'm gonna hop right back on.
Call us back. Call us back. Yes. So he'll hop back on. I'll tell you guys. What is learned helplessness? Learned helplessness is when someone feels they have no control over a situation, so they stop trying to change it, even if they could. It's like if a student fails a few math tests and then believes they can't pass no math test now. That's what they believe. So now the next time it come around for them to take a math test, now we sitting here thinking like I'm gonna fail anyways. What's the point in trying? I don't fail 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times of them. So I'm gonna fail again. And this is learned helplessness. And
Boom.
so I'm gonna just tell y'all this story real quick because this is something that I read from a coworkers of mine at work, and I actually interviewed her, Karish. So Karish. I'm sorry, Karish. That is her name, and so for her, she's actually more than a coworker for me, guys. I just want to throw that out there. But anyways, but however, she let me read a story, and the story was of Bruce Lee, and he was in. It was from one of his running mates, and so the guy was simply sitting there, and he was explaining to us in this story. He said him and Bruce Lee used to get up, they used to run. They run 3 miles every day, and he said they got it down to like eight eight um 8 minutes a mile or something like that. He said they would finish in like 24 minutes or something like that. I don't know. Something. My math is not that great. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. So after a while, they Bruce Lee had told this guy that he was like, "Hey, listen, we're gonna do 5 miles today." And the guy was like, "What you mean we finna do 5 miles today? Nigga, I'm only used to doing 3 miles. Fuck." And so he was like, "Nah, we gonna do 5. Just trust me. Push yourself. That's it. That's what you gotta do. Just you could." So the guy was like, "All right, whatever, bet." So they come into the fourth mile, and he running. Then he get tired. He kind of give out in the fourth mile. He like, "Man, I'm finna pass out. My heart beating too hard. This ba 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 ba." And he was like, "I feel like I'm finna die." And Bruce Lee tell the nigga like, "Then die." And so the guy was like, "So I'm finna go home. I'm finna take a shower. I'm gonna go do all of these things." And he's like, "When I get out the shower, I'm gonna ask him why he said that. Why he said that to me." And so he get out the shower. He go and ask. He asked him like, "Hey," and Bruce Lee kind of like You thought that you could only do 3 miles, but still, all in all, you did 5 miles. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, you were still able to do it. And me telling you, you might as well die, was just saying, like, you deserve the effort to get to somewhere because you know that you can hit a certain point. Hey, you screwing yourself already. So Maya asks, so what is the opposite of learned helplessness? I think the opposite of anything that's gonna make you feel like you stuck. I'm gonna let one of y'all answer that first. China, you want to answer that?
So what would be the opposite of learned helplessness?
Yeah.
It's a go-getter, somebody that's going to continue to be on that grind and push through no matter what burden is in their way. That's the opposite. If a person is just willing to throw in the towel is learned helplessness, then the opposite of that would be a person that's going to achieve for greatness and success.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Jarrell, you kind of coming back in. How you feel about learned helplessness, determination, ambition? Absolutely, Maya. What you talking about? I agree.
I mean, like I said earlier, it's weird to even say learned helplessness because I mean, helplessness is pretty much like you giving up, like you stuck in a situation. You just like, nah, whatever. It is what it is. So like, I guess
Mhm.
to say learned helplessness, you pretty much okay with where you at. You okay with what's going on in your life and not changing things.
I agree with that. And that's exactly what that is. Absolutely. So, like, I could say, like, it's a lot of times that we practice that. And I'm gonna ask you, China, do you know any times in your life that you've practiced learned helplessness or places where you feel as if um you've practiced that?
No, no. I actually, uh, I don't think I've ever. I don't think I've ever been the person to kind of just throw in the towel and give up. Oh, well, I lied, y'all. I lied. I just caught myself. I just
Okay.
caught myself. The only thing I can honestly say is when it comes to my weight loss journey, I throw in the towel. I be like, screw it. I jump on the scale, it ain't move. Screw this. I'm going to go get me a donut. Screw this. I'm going to go get me a fat cheeseburger. The scale ain't moved and it's only been a week. That's probably,
Mm,
but then
I
I end
agree.
up doing it again. I'll go back like a year later and be like, let me try it again. So basically, think when it comes to my weight loss journey, that's like that's been one of the biggest struggles I've had as an adult.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Mr. Accountability?
I'm gonna say in certain parts of my life, everywhere, everywhere in certain parts, football,
Mm-hmm.
and I say that because like a lot of people look at helplessness or even learn helplessness as like just certain things in your life. To me, it's everything because if you're not willing to change and adapt and learn everything in your life, you okay with the way things are going. Like even with parts of my life, I know if I wanted to get a better job, I can go out here and really grind and get a better job. If I wanted to go
Right.
back to school, I can get out here and go to school. All of those are learned helpless actions. I'm just okay with I'm good where I'm at right now, or things are okay, or I don't gotta change this right now. Anything that you're not changing or not learning from, that's learned helplessness. That's just you being okay with being helpless in your life. That's you being
I
okay
Okay.
with being stuck.
don't know if I don't know if I agree with that.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Why you don't try?
No, I'm gonna let him finish.
No, I was done.
No, because what if I'm
I
already where I need to be in my career field, or what if I'm already? I know it's always areas for improvement.
no, I mean
How?
if you already where you want to be at, then you did what you need to do to make sure that you wasn't helpless. But if you're not where you want to be at, then
Oh,
go.
okay. That's what you're saying. I agree. I agree. I agree.
I even think the same thing if you is where you want to be. You can't get stuck in one place. You should always want to elevate. You're not going to just be stuck in one place. You're going to always look for a way to grow. So if you know that you should be moving inside the growth that you've already accomplished, then it's the same thing. It
Yeah, I
still
feel like
What if
still
I'm
apply the
already the
same way.
CEO? What if I'm already the CEO?
How you expand, how you get multiple streams of income, what type of business ventures you want to get into, what's your stock market looking like, you thinking about you want to go public, you thinking about it's a lot of different components that
So you
come with the
saying
business.
just because you content in that area, the grind don't stop?
You said that earlier. It's exactly what you said. I'm just repeating after you, even though your name ain't Simon. You feel?
You're right. I did say that earlier.
Absolutely. So to me, it's just because that's what you, when she asked what's the opposite of learned helplessness, the grind don't stop. You forever grinding. You forever got to do to get to where you're trying to get to. And just because you succeed at one thing, if everything is forever changing, if everything is forever growing, how would I be able to say that I'm a forever be comfortable in the spot that I am in now or not? So like we comfortable, we could stack money, we could put money in the walls, and yeah, you could find money for 2,000 years, but now you find money, it's probably like more years you you just finding paper at this point. You feel me? So like, yeah,
I feel that.
you got to keep elevating. How are you hindering yourself? In what ways? And I'm gonna ask y'all this question: in what ways are you telling yourself you're not capable?
I mean, as far as emotion wise, I think that's where depression comes in, or I don't want to go back to depression because depression is just linked to so many things. But when you tell yourself you're not capable of doing something, that's just, you poisoning your own mind into believing that you're not capable. I believe that you're always supposed to speak positivity into your life. You speak things so you can manifest it over your life. When you telling yourself you ain't good enough, or telling yourself you ain't gonna make it, or telling yourself you always gonna be in this shape, way, of where you just basically speaking that over your life. But if you speak if you start manifesting and start putting in the work on what you speaking into your life, because you can't just say I'm gonna be a millionaire sitting and then be sitting on your ass. It ain't gonna work. But if you start putting in the work behind what you speaking, then you'll start seeing the fruits of your labor.
All right, thank you, Mr.
Devil's,
Accountability. Huh?
devil's advocate.
I know you are.
Mhm. Some people, i.e., myself, they are okay with negative words or negative thoughts, or people speaking down on them or telling them they can't do this, can't do that, because they use it as motivation. So, now, not to say that people can't speak positive about themselves, about their lives. Like I tell my kids all the time, that word I can't, go ahead, dead that, and the point of even saying it. You don't even know until you try and keep going. You can do a lot. You gotta try, or even ask
Mhm.
yourself a chance. So, tell my kids all the time, don't say I can't. But in the
Do you
same breath,
think that the negativity reinforces you positively, or is it that mindset of never say I can't that you instill in your children that more so influences you to keep pushing in spite of the negative words that you do hear?
so for me, I would say the negativity reinforces my positivity, because I know for a fact that hearing so many negative things in my life, it forced me to want more for myself, or want better for myself, or to actually go out and do more more for myself because it was like I was big on, you know what? Nah, you're not gonna tell me I can't because I know for a fact that I can. So you're not gonna tell me I can't. And then once I did it, it was like that put the positive in. Like, okay, I did that shit. You feel me? Because now it's like I know for a fact I can prove myself and anybody else wrong if I really want to.
Right,
Right.
because of your room. Because I can't don't exist in your vocabulary.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Anyways, that's just my perspective. However, Mr. Devil's Advocate.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we be proving the same point, I don't know what advocate. We be saying the same shit. Talk to me
Different
nice. Don't
ways.
talk to me twice, love. You think y'all know what? I want to let y'all know I was a pimp in my last life. I'm actually a pimp now. But however, if you would like to be a male escort, I have good benefits actually. Come see me.
I'm about ready. I'm tired of working.
I think she froze.
Oh, he not ready. Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did freeze. Am I coming back now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So, uh, I don't know.
Sorry, I'm eating these cherries.
That's all right. You
This is
perfectly
my
fine.
dinner for the night. I got me a little fruit salad for dinner.
I feel that. So, all right. So, China, I think this go into what you was just talking about, honestly. And I want to ask you, how does learned helplessness differ from general feelings of sadness or frustration?
Um, yep, basically what I was just saying. Once you start speaking in negativity into your life, you're gonna start feeling that same energy. That you giving words have power. They have power. And if you start saying I ain't shit, guess what? You're gonna start feeling like you ain't shit. Or if you start saying I'm just gonna be this way for the rest of my life, you ain't gonna wanna make no changes. You just gonna be content where you at. This is what it is and this is how it is.
Mm-hmm.
But if you start saying I'm that girl, I'm gonna be the boss, you're gonna start moving like that. You're gonna start dressing like that. You're gonna start changing the way you act, changing the way you think, changing the way you look and feel, your environment.
I don't
Everything
know
around
if
you is gonna
any of
change.
what you're saying necessarily answers the question I asked you, um, but I like that advice.
All right, look, hold on about that though, right? See, now the way the world is now with a lot of things, a lot of people walking around saying, hey, I identify as orange. Like,
You said how I define
What?
that. That's a little different.
look,
That's a
people
little
walking
different.
around now saying, hey, I identify as orange. You know what I'm saying? Like, it, it's a little tough.
And that's a little
I don't know
tough.
what you
That's a
guys are
touchy
talking
touch.
about, but
That's a
it's
touchy
not what I'm
touch
talking
subject.
about. I don't know what you guys are talking about. What,
No,
Mr. Accountability?
no, I didn't hear the question. I was piggybacking off of China.
Well, yeah, she was off topic too. So,
Okay, so go. Can you repeat the question then? Because I thought I was on point with that. I was killing it.
I mean, it was really good advice. I mean, you're not off point, but you're off
I thought I
topic.
was
You get what I'm saying?
murdering. I thought I was murdering the game.
You did. You definitely murdered the game. You did that. I will not lie. I cannot tell a lie, so I will tell the truth. I asked, how does learned helplessness differ from general feelings of sadness or frustration?
But that's what I was just saying. Well, in a sense, no. You saying how does learned helplessness?
Differ from feelings of sadness or frustration?
So basically, how does learned helplessness um um basically act upon your feelings?
No, how does it differ? How
I
does
mean,
it
it doesn't differ. It's
Okay.
all intertwined.
I,
okay.
I feel like difference between learned helplessness and sadness, frustration. So learned helplessness is a mindset you put yourself in. It's a run on over and over and over again. Sadness and frustration. Sadness can be a lot of different things. Sadness can be for the moment. It can be for a day. It can be like it can be sorrow. Like somebody could you could lose a cat. You'll be sad about it. You can have a flat tire. You'll be frustrated about it. Like those to me are they're not long lasting. Learned helplessness is something that's lasting. It lasts way longer because you put yourself in a mindset of I'm good with this, or I'm you put yourself in the mindset of being complacent with oh, I'm not good enough, or well I'll never get there. Like you put yourself in that mindset. You tell yourself I'll never be married or I'll never be happy. Like you tell yourself those things. Like that's something that you doing to yourself. Sadness can come because things happen in life. Frustration can come because things happen in life. You can be frustrated every day about things in life, but 10 times out of 10, you'll get over it a little bit after. You can change that mindset of frustration in the snap. China could be frustrated about something right now, and I could send her a random text saying, "Hey, you want to go out and get ice cream?" And that can change her mindset of being frustrated. But learn helplessness. Sometimes you get stuck in that mode of just like, nah, like I'm not good enough. I'll never be good enough. I won't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or nobody ever loved me, or I'll never get the promotion in my job, or I'll never do this or do that. Like you're okay with being stuck. That to me is more of a long lasting thing that you really got to sit with yourself on and really think to yourself like, how do I get out of this? How do I learn from this?
Right.
But sadness, like I said, sadness, frustration. That's me. That those are things that are like they're immediate, but they also can go away immediately,
I feel
depending
that.
on how you go about it or what you sad or frustrated about. You're gonna get frustrated as a human because things happen in life. You're gonna get sad about things because things happen in life.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, like going back to the self, the helplessness, that's part of the reason why you might be in that predicament, or that's part of the reason why you might be sad or frustrated, or because I could be like, dang, like Desiree said earlier about the math test. I ain't never gonna pass this test. Just screw it. And it's frustrating because I thought I was gonna pass this test. I get the test back and I'm just like, screw it. I'm not doing this anymore. And now I'm frustrated because I can't pass this test.
Mm-mm.
And I done did this test a million times.
But
So
listen,
I'm just throwing in the towel and I'm done with it.
but listen to everything you just said. You just said I'm never gonna pass this test. Like I said, it's a mindset. You're putting yourself in that
Right.
mindset. So that right there is helplessness. You're putting yourself in your own mindset. Frustration is something like I said, it's just quick. Frustration most of the time is unexpected things that happen. Like I said, you could be driving to go get uh, a salad and flat tire. That's just unnecessary. It's like, dude, like I didn't spend so much money on rent or mortgage or my get like whatever, and now it's like now I got to come out of more money for a flat tire. That's frustration.
Mm-hmm.
Like what the hell? But what you just said is you putting yourself in the mindset of helplessness. I ain't gonna
So
pass this.
you're going to run into frustration and sadness a lot more because of the mindset you walk with. The reason I had
Right.
said it play into what you had said is because if you always sit in that mindset, you had stated earlier that you would be depressed because
Right.
it's the mindset of where you put yourself in. So sadness will be more, I get what y'all both saying. So I get what you're saying, China. Sadness will be more of an ongoing thing simply because that's the mindset that you've always put yourself in. So you're going to meet frustration and sadness
Mm-hmm.
often. So Jarrell is coming in with the umbrella and saying, this why you gonna meet that because you keep putting yourself in that mindset. The moment you stop and step out of that mindset, then boom, you're not gonna meet those same sadness and frustrations anymore. You only meeting them because you choosing to run in the same circle. You choosing to keep doing the same shit, knowing you finna get the same result. You're not elevating. You're not spiraling. You're going in a circle.
Right.
So, but essentially, I like that. So yes, thank y'all. But yeah, I agree with I agree that that's how helplessness differs from general feelings of sadness and frustration, because helplessness is a place that you put yourself, where you tell yourself that you are not capable of doing something. You could be in a relationship. You can, and I think this even go back to your interview, China, where you were sitting there and you were telling us basically like, it was a place of I stayed because I couldn't do anything else at the moment. The best option was to sit still. You understand what I'm saying? So,
Right.
and
Right.
it's that type of mindset. So of course you endured sadness and frustration way more than the next person would, who would have moved from that situation, because now I'm still stuck in the situation because this is the only place that I could be at in the moment. So I get
Yep.
that. And I like that. So I want to ask y'all, how can systemic issues like poverty or discrimination lead to learned helplessness in communities?
Cool.
How can issues like poverty or discrimination lead to learned helplessness in communities?
I'm
just
not really sure.
All right, Mr. Accountability.
just if you growing up in certain communities, you look around like sometimes kids growing up, they see this is all it's gonna be. This is all you got. And sometimes
Mm.
in their say communities, your parents don't do anything to help. Like they
Mhm.
don't in some situations, and neither do outside sources. Some kids, there are so many talented kids in this world, and a lot of them turn to the streets because they need money immediately. Then they get that little money, then next thing you know, hey, boom, they in the streets heavy. Life then went downhill. So your community can affect you in a lot of ways based on what you see and what's around you, and being complacent. Like you're complacent with what's going on. You're like, you know what, this all it's gonna be. So I'm gonna be the best of whatever this is in my community. And then like when it comes to you, what you say the other one? You said uh
Discrimination.
Saying discrimination. Yeah.
oh with discrimination, a lot of a lot of black people suck up at jobs, right? And they're okay with being in a certain spot because they feel like, okay, well I got here, so I'm good. And they're okay. I don't know how many times at jobs I've been the token Negro, right? I've been the person that people that my bosses are sending to talk to this person, talk to that person because I'm black, and they feel like, oh well, he'll relate. Let me send him. He could talk to them. They won't say nothing crazy towards him or act funny towards him or whatnot. Even if he does or whatnot, he knows how to handle it because he's black and they black. That shit happens so much, it's ridiculous. I don't know how many times I've seen people have to give speeches at jobs, and most of them jobs be black people, so they have a black person talk.
Hmm.
Shit like that to me, like we get put in those situations because we allow ourselves to. We allow ourselves to just be okay with being that token Negro, be okay with having a little power or whatnot, and being the face for the moment. But in reality, you still hide behind everybody else. You still stuck behind everybody else at the end of the day, and that's where they want to keep you at. So and sometimes you allow yourself to stay in those spots, in those positions when it comes to discrimination. You can go as far as you want as a black person. Sometimes people get complacent with what they see. And they feel like, oh well, I only make it here, so I'm doing my best to just get there. They're not taught, or they don't see, or they don't allow themselves to learn more, to get better, to learn more about themselves. Sometimes it's okay to get knocked all the way the fuck down to the bottom of the food chain at the job just to get to where you want to be at. You
Mhm.
don't gotta you don't have to deal with shit just because of the fact that, oh, they white, I'm black, or they Hispanic, I'm black. Like fuck that. But a lot of people don't want to stand up for themselves. A lot of people don't want to actually put their foot down and step in and take that next step. And it sucks, but that's the reality of it. And then you got some people who are just very calm or who are quiet and they won't say anything, especially in the workplace because they feel like they got to listen. No, that's not. They don't have to go this way because they're telling you you got to go this way. But jobs use that against black people all the time. Like they use the fact that, oh, well, shit, you black, you get it. Like what? Nah, bro, that's not how it works.
I feel that. I think this go into the whole concept of why y'all always use that movie
You talking about
the brothers,
with
the
the
two
with the two
brothers.
kids, China and Nunu always use.
Jason
Yeah,
lyrics.
that's
Yeah,
it.
that's it. And I think that go into what y'all are that y'all always use. One one used learned helplessness to get where they was going because that one what they did was they just fell into what they saw around the environment. But the other one, he went and he learned different things. I think learned helplessness is really for me is like a boxing of yourself in.
It's
Like
a you thing.
it is a you thing. It's definitely a you problem. It's
Because if I was in an environment where I knew but this is just my character. I've always been like this. You know how people say that you're a product of your environment?
mhm.
To a certain extent, yeah. But then again, just because you grew up in that environment, are you really a product of it? You know? But
I
anyway,
think
that's neither
so,
here.
even in subtleties. Like I think about the things that you like. Let's if we put into like our parenting into question, if we put our relationship choices into question, and we really examine the way that we maneuver those things, you'll see the product of your environment. Hey Jay, how you feeling? How you feel? So I feel like
But it's almost like certain things that I saw my parents do, I wouldn't do in with my children. You know, because I knew how what effect it had on me later in life. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot of things that I went through or I saw, like Jay Red was talking about how he said that you'll see, you look around in your environment and you be like, okay, well, this all I got left, so this is what it is. But for me, as I who I am as a person, I'm like, I can get the hell up out of here
But
because
no,
I'm better than you.
no. Even if you leave, you still are a product of that environment solely because that environment still taught you something.
Right, I agree with that. I agree with that. But but it's almost like, say for instance, you've been out of that environment for, well, let's see. I ain't been home since I was 17 years old. I'm 38. Am I still a product of my environment?
Yes.
absolutely. You hear your accent?
Girl.
I'm I'm just saying, like, if we're gonna keep it real, let's keep it a buck. I'm just, it's some things you know
That's
how they say,
true.
like,
That's true.
you could take the girl out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the girl, or some shit like that. Like, it's just a lot of different things.
No,
Okay,
it's in there. It's in there. There ain't no leaving it. I was
yeah,
just trying.
and it's some
I know
things.
the answers, but I'm trying to get the answers. So I'm just trying to get different concepts.
I feel you. I feel you. It ain't nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. That's what it's all for. It's for perspective. It's for that. But like, that's and to me, like, if we continue to teach ourselves those same things, if we and this is why I'm so big on doing my research, this is why I'm so big on doing the things that I need to do to become the person that I'm trying to become, because if I don't, who will? If I keep saying I want to learn Spanish, that's like telling somebody, oh, when you get in the shower, wash up for me too. You feel me? It's not gonna happen. You gotta be the one to make the decision to get it your ass in the shower and wash the fuck up for yourself.
Make the moves. You got
uh,
to do
Nobody
the
else is gonna
moves.
do it unless you handicap and you paying somebody to wash your ass, or you the Princess Zamunda. You feel me? Like,
But then you have those people that's used to people doing everything for them to the point where they're content with where they're at because they're so dependent on everybody else.
it's
So
still
that's
learned
always
helpless.
that's another right. That's another form of it for
Yeah.
sure.
It's still that. Even in relationships, even thinking you can't do better, even thinking you stay and you let a nigga whoop your ass. Hey, you be sitting there thinking like, I can't do better. I got 50 kids. Ain't nobody gonna want me. I'm 560 pounds. Listen, I've watched my 600-pound life and all them bitches be having niggas. So don't tell
Girl,
me
all
what
of them,
the
I'm like,
fuck
God dang,
is
what is
not
wrong with
fucking possible.
me?
They be
Because
with them niggas be with them and they be with they niggas. You feel me? Like we not
they be
having
with
it. We
them, with
there.
them. I'm like, are you just there for the benefits? Do they even get benefits? But all I know is all on be having niggas. Be having
Push
nigga
them
niggas.
legs back and get to pushing because that cushion got some cut. I'm
I hope
trying to
that
listen.
cushion might stink
All
a
of
little. No, I'm
them.
just
They be
joking.
washing their ass. They be everything for these people. So
I'm talking about lifting up the skin to make sure it's right and get the cream in there real good for the psoriasis and all type of stuff. I'm like,
and I'm
God
gonna tell
damn,
you
yeah.
what the fuck it is
I
when it
can't even
comes to
get a nigga to
y'all.
wash my back good.
It's because you're not standing on your motherfucking worth. Thank you for bringing me right around to my point, bitch. It's because you're not
Well, you're
standing on your
welcome.
worth. And I'm telling you, and that's all learn helplessness is. Learn helplessness is teaching you to push back your worth. It's pushing you to hold back the shit that you know that you could be getting. And I know this goes to say a lot of things that I've said to a lot of people. Just to encourage them to remember themselves, to understand their strengths, to understand the things that you have endured, the places where you have, like, if we think about the crucifixion of Jesus and when he came to where I think it was Doubting Thomas told him to show him the holes in his hand, and y'all be afraid to show people the holes in y'all hand. That's what the fuck that is. And I don't be afraid. I'm gonna show you the holes in my hand, bitch. What you want to see? What you want? This is me. Like, and I can't be nothing else. I'm a person that's been homeless twice, like in the streets, homeless. You feel me? So
She got a
it
story to tell, for real.
I I know he do. You can come on and tell it whenever you're ready, Jay.
I want to hit.
Whenever you're ready. So like I think it's that. If let's say he would have been one of them homeless people that would have gave up in the streets, like I ain't doing this shit no more. Let me just go get me a tent. You feel me? Like fuck it.
Hey, them homeless people be having they be having some cigarettes and goddamn brews all the damn time, but you ain't got
Baby,
no crib.
panhandling is a
Like
lucrative business. You understand me?
what you said?
I'm
What
gonna give
you
me a
said?
sign talking about some I don't have a job, we'll work for food. They
Be
gonna
like,
pass
let me
my
go.
ass right up because I'm nice and healthy. You feel me?
They be like, I
They
just
gonna
go
be like,
buy a
this
burger
bitch is
and bring
not
it back.
hungry.
I'll buy a burger and bring it back.
Well, I'm glad you didn't give up, Jay, because
Yeah,
it's amazing to see you here. It's amazing to be sitting here chatting with you right here. You feel me?
for real.
Exactly. But I remembered who I am and I got on my
Got
shit. And
on
that's
my
really
shit.
all.
That's what I'm talking about. Get
Learned
on your
helplessness
shit.
is literally you not standing on your motherfucking worth. And we'll be sitting here and we be telling, and this is the argument we used to debate that me and China and Nunu first had. And I kept telling them, you cannot know your worth and not stand on that shit. You cannot, and I wholeheartedly do not believe that, because if you operate out of a place of lack, if you operate out of a place of I never, this what you were saying earlier, that mindset, that shift in your mindset of only speaking positivity over my life, because even the shit that I deem bad, bitch, is still finna work out for my motherfucking good. You feel me? Like it don't matter how we flip these cars, it don't matter. He said, then I upgraded to an apartment. You feel me? Come on, you feel me? Like
Period.
it's a process, shit. And the thing is I done had an apartment, I done lost apartment, I done had cars, got cars, repo. Fuck is you talking about? Like I have, and that's what I mean when I say I'm not afraid to show you the holes in my hand. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm that transparent. Like, nah, what I gotta prove myself to you for? I don't give a fuck about proving myself to you. Because in fact, I like talking about myself. Actually, yes, bitch, ask me more questions about me. Of course you can see the scar on my knee. What do you mean? Let me tell you how I got this scar. it intrigues me. People always tell me that I have so much patience, and it's not a thing of me having patience. I enjoy asking people questions. I enjoy getting to know other people because I've enjoyed getting to know me. I've enjoyed getting to learn me. So when I'm asking people questions, bitch, I'm only asking you the questions that I would have asked myself, and I'll be triggering the fuck out of people. Like, hey, answer this. Tell me this.
That, so do you believe that certain things should be kept private? My purpose is the same as you guys, to deliver with my wit. I feel that.
Come on, it's always room on the panel, love. Come on,
Come
Jay.
on through. Come on through, J, Mr. J.
Mr. J. But what you was gonna say, China? Because you stopped and started reading.
Oh, I said, do you guys believe that certain things should be kept private?
What you want to keep private?
Certain things in your life, do you believe that everything should be shared, or do you feel like certain things should be private?
I mean, if I murder somebody, yeah, I might keep that private. They might snitch on me. They might not be able to hold the water like I'm able to hold the water. But as far as like dealing with other people, I don't know how private that would be because the other person knows. So no.
Okay, you say that. What about you, J. Reed?
I hear. Can you bring your PS4?
Yeah. I'll bring it.
Can you like search something? Can you just search something up on YouTube?
Indeed.
Because like the FNCS.
What it depend on, Jay?
Like you need to get gifts when you play with me, and it's the duo FNCS.
I got you. Like your hair?
Huh?
You like your hair?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be in there in a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. She got her hair done?
Yeah, you
Oh,
got
I'm sorry. I'm all in y'all conversation.
Right? I'm like, I want to see the hairdo.
Okay. What her hair look like? Send me a picture later, sir.
To answer your question, China, it's very few things I would agree with. Yeah, like Dad said, if I murder somebody, I
keep that to myself.
that's
Especially if I did it by myself. But then again, what if a homeless person saw me? Because they be outside, they be looking. All these ring cameras, these satellites, bro, we finna get caught anyways. What they always say, what's done in the dark will eventually come to the light. If you that embarrassed about something that's going on in your motherfucking life, bitch, you shouldn't be doing it in the first motherfucking place. And that's why I say I ain't gonna ever be afraid. Like, come on, what you talking about? I'm transparent on all fronts. You can ask me any question. A nigga come up to me today and be like, how many niggas you done slept with? 162, bitch, and I don't get no fuck.
Yeah, like if
because if you did it, you did it. What the fuck we hiding from? What we running from?
Like it's like very
But
very.
is it for
little.
the world to know? That's what I'm asking.
No, it's not to say it's for the world to know. You know,
I don't care.
else.
I don't care because people are gonna go out and paint whatever story or whatever portion they heard of that story of you, and whether you tell the truth or not, people gonna go out and make up their own shit.
Yeah.
He said if it's
So
worth
it's best for you to
sharing,
share
how
your
it'll
own
affect
truth.
you with them knowing. I don't care.
That I
I
agree
just
with
really don't give a fuck
100%.
about how people feel about the shit that I do. Because if I do something 9 times out of 10, I didn't care about the consequences, and I did.
I'm not tripping on because I put it like this: for it to affect me, I have to allow it to affect me. If I'm telling you something, I know I'm telling you something, and granted, you can use it against me. I may not like it when you use it against me. I just know from that point on, I can't tell you shit else. That's all. Like,
but people can use anything against you. People use China name against us.
Yeah,
because it rhymes with body parts.
What?
Really?
Kids are cruel. I'm just saying, everything is a tool. You understand what I'm saying? And it's the same reinforcement of what you said, Mr. Accountability, like how negativity just basically like reinforces your positivity. Okay, bitch, I hear you talking, but watch this.
Yeah.
Okay, bitch, I see you. I get you. I gather. Oh, you thought you had my weakness pegged? And like literally, that's how my strengths work. Like in real life, like, oh, okay, I see you. You thought you had my weakness pegged. All right, bitch. Let me go ahead and fortify that. Nope, won't be getting to me that way again, will you? No, you won't.
Like,
once a person find out they could bribe you with food, guess what they gonna do? Keep bribing you with food. And if your dumb ass keep falling for the same shit, then what? That makes sense? That don't make sense to me. That
I'm with
never made sense to me.
I'm with Dez on this one. Like I said, I mean, it's if it's anything, the only thing I would keep a murder. I wouldn't say that, but other than that, everything else is like whatever. If I choose to say, I choose to say. If I,
Yeah, they gonna have to figure me out. With the whole murder thing, y'all gonna have to go find me. You gonna have to come
oh,
find me. Bitch, actually, you're gonna have to find the body first. No, like, you're not gonna know. But you know what? This is something, and this is totally off subject from everything that we've been talking about. But listen, did you know that they could subpoena your Google records? Like they could subpoena Google from your Gmail. And let's say you got your position and turned on your Gmail or whatever, and it could track you. They could use that to see where you've been going, where you've been roaming, where you've been at, what you've been doing, how you've been. And dumbasses, you know, because people never get rid of their phones. And that's that. So, so remember that. And that's just a fun fact for your knowledge. Jay said, I feel like I'd only share what I want someone to know or the public to know. At the end of the day, have to protect your peace. And with people knowing minimum life, it's a bit more quiet.
That's true.
you
I
can't
feel
fuck up.
y'all.
You can't
I
fuck
just
up.
live out loud. I get it, but I'm not that person. I really don't. I don't care about what people know. My life's still gonna be quiet. Why? Because I dictate what the fuck about to happen. Like I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck about y'all. I mean, I could literally become a billionaire tomorrow, and I will disappear on everybody.
I agree with that. I agree with you, and I agree with the Mr. J too. Cause it's just
I
certain
agree
stuff
with
I
it.
feel like could affect down the road. Like say for instance, if I was arrested, right? And by me being in the government, working for the government, and they found out I have a past history of being arrested, that could affect future endeavors.
What you
Because
was arrested for?
just because it looks bad. Not because
What you
I
was
did it.
arrested for?
I'm just saying, I ain't never
What?
Uh,
been.
But
but
I'm
if
just saying, what would you have been arrested for? Something you chose to do, right? Because you
Not
wasn't thinking about your
necessarily. Not
future.
necessarily. Certain people get arrested innocently.
nah,
Well,
but
Just
hopefully they
because
do
they look
everything
like
they could
somebody
to.
can get you arrested.
Well, once a conviction is overturned, nobody can keep you from getting a job. If you can get it off of you and you out here looking for a job and you ain't got that shit overturned yet, we got an even bigger problem.
yeah, I'm like,
So
if you know you got arrested for some shit, and you applying for a government job, and you start not to tell them shit, they gonna find out. I mean, he might as well tell them.
They definitely gonna find out.
it's the government, love. What you hiding from the people who arrested you?
Well,
Like,
state can arrest you, and the state and government two different things.
but the government doesn't rule over states sometimes.
I mean, yeah, but
Even the state, if they want to find out, they'll find out.
they will.
Because some of them have government access. They can run governmental background checks.
I used to talk to a chick that felt like I would ask her a lot of questions, right? And she
Mhm.
felt like certain questions I'm just not gonna answer. Cool, got you. But then I used to tell her, "Ass, yo, look, I get that, and I understand you don't want to ask certain things. Fine, cool." I said, "But what happens if you get into a situation where one of those questions I asked you could have helped you, not could have helped you and me now, right?" So a situation came up to where I could have helped her, but I didn't know because once the situation came up, shit, it's over with. Now I can't do nothing for you. I didn't know about the past shit. The fuck I'm gonna do? You kind of
Right.
now, like so. A lot of people are afraid to. A lot of people are so worried about their significant other or who they're talking to know about their past. Fuck you worried about? You did the shit. Own the shit and get the fuck on with it.
That's,
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it's sad but true. You did it. Own that shit. Get the fuck on with it. Because either way it goes, it's gonna come up regardless. And some way, shape, or form, that shit's gonna come the fuck up. And a lot of people, and a lot, some people if certain shit comes up without you telling them first, they're gonna walk on your ass.
That's it.
And sometimes you will lose good people in your life, whether it be family, friends. Like you'll lose them motherfuckers because you decide, oh, I'm gonna hide this. Oh shit, go ahead.
Yeah.
I provide it. Do your thing. But
You
just know
trying to live a second
Hide,
life?
there's
yep. Hiding to definitely get what you do in the dark will come to the light. That's for sure.
there's only so much I can help you with if you don't say nothing. And then a lot of people are so worried about being judged. Like the question you had, the statement you made, Des, about how many guys you slept with, right?
Yeah.
A lot of women don't particularly care to answer that question,
I know
right?
they don't.
And fine, I get it. You
Well,
don't.
a lot of men can't answer the question because they don't forget.
Well, I mean,
It's a difference between forgetting and then not and really knowing
They
how many
don't know
people
how
you
many
done
people
slept
they
with.
lost.
but even if a guy forgot, I mean, honestly speaking, I'm sorry, but it kind of really
You
don't matter.
you could still give me a
It definitely
ballpark number.
matters. I wouldn't date a hoe. I'm sorry if you. Just wouldn't.
Why does it matter?
He's saying that it wouldn't matter for a male how many he would sleep, how many people he done
No,
had, but it matters for a
no,
woman.
no. What
It's
I'm
not
saying,
biased.
no, what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter if he gives you a number or not. If he says, I don't know, I forgot, 10 times out of 10, I mean, to me, common sense is common. I choose to use the shit. That means it's a lot. If I tell a motherfucker, oh, well, shit, I forgot, I don't know. Oh, then I mean, I'm hoping that you got enough brains to know that I'm telling you it's a lot, motherfucker. But if you can't figure that out 10 times out of 10, I ain't fucking with you because you a dummy. So it's like, yeah,
What?
if
I ain't gonna
motherfucker come
say
to me,
that.
oh,
I could say like,
look at me, you don't know. Got
so
it. Do your thing.
I
I don't
think this
judge
goes
nobody.
to what Jay has said. He said, I'm usually honest from the jump. They gonna want me or not. And then he said,
Right.
LOL, I got low mouth. Said I ain't worn out, baby. I don't just be slinging dick. You feel me? Nah, I
But
feel
see,
that. I like that. I like that.
but see,
Low
my,
mileage is good.
with a lot of women or whatnot who don't particularly care to answer the question. Like I tell people, I don't judge. Look, you like sex, you like sex. That's up to you. It's your body. I don't give a fuck. You make your choices in life. Like, ain't nothing wrong with you liking sex. That's your
That's
choice.
true. That's true.
My thing is be real. Because the last thing I want is next thing you know, oh hey, I slept with this person, that person, this person, that person, and we going around one of my guys, and you slept with this nigga, and I didn't fucking know. Fuck that. Tell me. Like, let me know so I ain't walking into the dark. It don't mean I'm a oh you a hoe you nah I don't give a fuck about that. Look, you your own person. I enjoy football. I enjoy playing video
So
games.
let me ask you something. If you had a girl and you took her around all your dudes and all the dudes that y'all was around was like, dang bro, yeah, we definitely ran a train on her. Like, let me ask, you still gonna be with her?
Nah.
But I wouldn't talk to anybody to mess with any of my guys to begin with.
You said what?
I wouldn't talk to anybody to mess with any of my guys, even if
But what if you didn't know? What if this was just like a hit it quit it type of situation and she just done been around the block?
I mean if she'd been around the block, if it came to me, I'll ask her, and her based on her response gonna change a lot. Because 10 times out of 10, she probably gonna lie.
You think she'll be like, nah, I ain't fuck all of them?
10 times out of 10, yeah, probably gonna lie.
Man, I'd be like, dang, I had to pull you to the side. Like, I done fucked all your homies, cuz. No.
Like,
Damn.
The whole room, me, bitch.
but I'm sorry, it's a very small world, right? And everybody has social media.
I got a
I'm
poop
almost
bubble.
100% certain anybody that you talk to or they talk or them talking to you, they have been to your social media and looked at your pictures and or your friends or
But that
whatever.
don't mean nothing. Who I sleep with ain't always on my social media.
No. I'm not saying no. Okay, if you and I talking, right, and then you
Mm-hmm.
look at my social media and you see pictures of me, but you see pictures of my friends with me,
Oh.
and you know you slept with my motherfucking friend, you know he my motherfucking friend. Tell me, hey, look, I was on your social media. I got to talk to you about something. Like, let me know. Don't let me
I
walk.
feel
Let
you.
me know
Once
that
you
you
know,
know. Let me know that you know what you did. So
Jay
we both
said
on the same page.
you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. You can't turn a
I,
hoe to a housewife.
I
I
don't
beg
believe
to differ because look at these
that.
basketball wives.
I don't look because just because she likes sex.
And you know they was out here bouncing coochie to become a basketball wife. Get the fuck
It
up out of here.
was.
Y'all
It
was at
was.
every game, courtside. Fuck you talking about? Like,
They
no.
they done mess with your teammate, bro.
I'm telling
No,
you, they done been through the team. Even listen, even the rich people love hoes. They love
yeah.
hoes.
They
They
like a
want
little
all the bitches
freak.
that's been
They
passed
like them a
around.
little
Them the
freak.
best bitches.
I don't know how we got on this
The
topic,
hoes.
but this ain't got nothing to do with helplessness.
Uh-huh. You learned yourself to love a hoe. That's learned helplessness.
What about a stripper hole? A stripper
I
hole that
don't
love
know.
to
People
hoe.
don't care. People,
That's
I
helplessness,
don't
ain't it?
really know. Like, people do not care. I've dated guys who were very promiscuous in nature, and I was okay with that. I just want people. I just want them to be honest. Like, I'm so open to other people. Like, I've tried open relationships. I've tried a open relationship, and people still don't know how to be honest. I think like people are just so stuck on like monogamy. I think, and I'm not a jealous person, so no, I'm not going to be sitting here being envious of you and the next person or nothing like that. Like, I really know how to like get along with other people. Like, I really don't. I don't care. Like, as long as you taking care of yourself, as long as you making sure your body cool. Like, how we rocking, what we doing, like we locked in. All right, yeah. Like, how you treat me gonna matter more than all these other bitches. Like, if you can't keep it a buck with me, then nine times out of 10, I don't want to fuck with you. I'm not gonna rock with you. The fact that you couldn't tell me what the fuck it was, like Jay, Mr. Accountability said, like, if you can't tell me what the fuck it was in the first place when you saw that my niggas was on your page, on my page with me, and you still didn't tell me that you slept with my guys, of me and my guys. Oh, baby, we got a problem. We got a problem, baby.
And the
He
first thing a
said, nah,
motherfucker say is,
huh?
first thing motherfucker gonna say is, oh, I really liked you, and I didn't want you to judge me, or I didn't want you to look at me different.
I don't give a fuck
I,
about none of that
I,
shit.
tell me,
Tell
motherfucker.
me.
If you fuck with me like what you say you do, tell me.
Yeah, let me make my own decision. That's how I know you really fuck with me. Let me make my own decision. You really fuck with me, you gonna let me make my own decision. You're not finna sit up here and try to manipulate me, lie to me, do none of that shit. You gonna tell me what the fuck it is. And even if you telling me something that is something that you don't like, there's been niggas who would tell me like, I don't like females that smoke. And I'd be like, I need to let you know in the gate. I be fuck you talking about. Like, Jay said, nah, that thing don't be thanking no more to be hanging. I'm
It be hanging.
it be hanging. It be hanging. But dang, I don't know. I don't know. I done seen some women that's done got ran through and they shit. And they got the surgeries these days. So you can go get
Yeah, I
cosmetic
was just
surgeries
about
on
to
your
say
coochie.
they have vaginoplasty, so
Absolutely. You can get that rhinoplasty on your surgery, on your coochie. Tighten it right
definitely
back up. Snatch those lips up if you like.
those
Snip, clip,
muscles,
put some
all of
skin
that,
grafting on it. They will make your coochie just as cute
brand
as you like.
new.
Before God even touched it, honey.
Better get a couple capfuls of vinegar.
What?
Why he know about vinegar? How you know the vinegar snatch it back up? Look at that. Oh no, he didn't.
You know, all I can say is if you just got good coochie, you just got good coochie. Ain't no vinegar,
Period.
ain't no none of that, ain't no hot water. A clean coochie is a good coochie. This is what it is. And let me tell y'all something like, y'all niggas be nasty and y'all do not be caring. So like, I know so many little nasty, thirsty ass niggas. It's ridiculous. So it's nice to talk to men of standard because it's some dirty niggas out here. And it's some dirty females out here that these dirty niggas be going for. Talking about they about to fight. Hold on. We not about to fight. I'm just letting you know. We could get rhinoplasty. It ain't never hanging, slanging, and not thinking.
That thing don't be thinging, it be hanging.
All right, I'm finna have you walking like Gumby in this bitch. What you talking about? Like, noodle leg, as Mr.
Noodles, I can't
Accountability
get
would
up. I can't
say.
get up type nigga.
Noodle leg. Hey, all right. Well, I would like to thank you all for tuning in to the immersive experience. We did get off subject in the last about 10, 15 minutes. So if you are watching the replay, Thank you so much for tuning in. To everybody, just thank you so much for tuning in. Also, you can go ahead and like and subscribe. And also, you can go ahead and follow us on Facebook as well. Don't forget to shop Valet Essentials. You can find her at China. What is it?
It's at Victoria China. You can follow my Instagram page, Valet8587. If you guys hear voices in the background, please disregard. But Valet8587 is my business page, but you can follow me on Facebook. Y'all know my name on Facebook? I'm hardly ever on Facebook. I think it's like China Victoria, but it's yeah, just like you see China V up there, but V for Victoria.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Mr. Count. Any last words, China? I'm sorry.
My last words would be sorry, y'all, I got disrupted. But my last words would be, about the podcast when it comes to helplessness, to just like don't give up and strive for the best. Strive for the best and keep that self motivation going, or find something that actually gives you that motivation to get to the next level.
Okay, thank you. I like that. Mr. Accountability, any last words?
Yeah, if what you're doing is not working, stop doing that. Expecting a different result. That's insanity. Try something new. Go out, make a different turn. Do something else.
That's right. All right. Peace and blessings. And I also want to remind you that we also had an interviewer on here. My mother, Latanya Lucas, she also had follow her. And also for motivation, you can also follow her on YouTube as well at No Limit Recovery. Check her out. Her cleaning business is Lucas Enterprise LLC, Helping Hands. So make sure you go and check out her prices and everything.
And that
Also,
she be
Queen's
doing a damn
Closet.
thing too, y'all. She be doing the thing when it comes to that cleaning.
Hey, you hear me? And you can also shop with Queen's Closet for your plus size clothing and any accessories that you need as well. All right. Well, I do want to thank you all again for tuning in to the immersive experience. And what I'll leave you with is stand the fuck up. Stop. Girl, pick your pussy up off the floor. Stop dragging your coochie all across the dirt. Okay? This is what the fuck you do. Girl, just because you put you on mute don't mean I can't. You're not going to hear me. Like, pick yourself up out the dirt. Pick yourself up off the floor. Why you want to let people play in your face so much and keep considering yourself like you not nothing, like you not worth nothing, like you can't do better, that like you don't know better. Act like the knowledge that you walk with. That's what you do. Stand on all the experiences that you've had. Pull the lessons out that you done actually went through. See the shit that's in front of your face and step firmly into the unknown. Okay. So thank you so much for tuning in. And yes, I meant that. Pick your pussy up off the floor. Stop dragging your dick across this concrete and do better. Good night.
All right, y'all.